So you found your first flip, second or third, and you're trying to figure out the funding piece. We can close your deal in about 10 days. So if you're looking for fast funding for hard money, we can close in about 10 days. We lend all throughout the state, from Florida, any state that you live in, Texas, if you're in Ohio, North Carolina, South Carolina, we can lend and we can close on it. Today I'm saying one of my flips that we finished, it took us a long time to finish this deal, but we're actually selling this house right now.
I'm selling the house, actually.
And I want to kind of give you guys an idea of how to structure your deal. So this video is for anyone who wants to fund their first, second, or third deal, and you want better terms. And I'm going to break it down for you, and you want to close fast. We can close it. We're going to go inside of one of my flips right now and break everything down for you. So welcome to my channel. My name is Gene Garan. I'm a hard money lender, investor, and contractor. And today we're going to go over a whole bunch of stuff for funding. If you stay tuned, you'll learn a lot, and I'll also give you my insights on how to actually close on your deal, make money, pay the hard money lender, and walk away with cash in your pocket. This is how we make real estate full circle. Let's get into it. All right, so I'm inside my a long time to finish this one, but if I didn't structure this deal right the first time, I would have lost money from the jump. So I bought this correctly, the rehab went overboard, and we had to come out of pocket and come out more than we did on a rehab budget. So a lot of times when you're looking for hard money, you need to understand the following things. You need to understand truly how much it's gonna cost you to renovate your property and have that number very solid and have a 10% buffer. Yes, 10% buffer. If your rehab is $50,000, you need to put $5,000 away. If you say 70, you need to put $7,000 away. So if you want to get your stuff funded correctly, you need someone like myself to guide you through that process that's going to help you fill out that scope of work, ask you certain questions about the property that you'll need to know, because when we fund it, once you put that amount of money on the scope of work, you can make some adjustments, but we can't change the amount. Okay? So here are the few things that we're going to need to fund your deal from top to bottom. All right, so you've identified the property you want to flip and you think you can make a huge amount of margins on it. And what that margin is, typically for most people, I tell them, make sure you can actually make $30,000, $40,000, or $50,000 if you're gonna flip a property. Okay, so here are the things I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need an active purchase contract. I'm going to need your operating agreement for your business. I'm gonna need your registering form from either SunBiz if you're in Florida, or from whatever state you're in. I need that business registering information. So that's typically gonna be from your state. You go online, get that printed out, I'll need that.
I'll need that.
The next thing I'm gonna need from you is your track record. So your track record of how many flips you've done. If you're watching this video, you're probably like, I don't have any. That's okay. We can fund you without having any experience flipping properties. Your deposit might be a little bit more. Full disclaimer, you might not get the 10% down, you might have to put 20% down. Some cases I can get the 10% or even the 15, but I'll tell people all the time, it's a little difficult when you have no track record. That's not to say we can't fund your deal and get you 15% down. I just want to be open and honest with you as you're trying to get into this process, because a lot of people won't tell you that. They'll get you in the door and they can't close your deal, and now you have your escrow deposit on the hook and you could potentially lose it. So we don't want to do that.
We don't.
So make sure you have the proper documentation. So let's go over it one more time just to make sure, right? I need an active contract. I need to make sure you have your scope of work, your operating agreement for your business, your registering information from the state. I need that for sure. And I'll need at least 2 months of bank statement. And if you have a track record, I'll need that. So once you get that over to me, I can get you turned within 24 hours. What does that mean? You give me paperwork that 8 a.m., I could possibly have the terms by the end of the day or next day. If you get it to me by 5 p.m., it's kind of hard for me to get it to you the same day, but I can get it to you probably the next day. The quicker you get everything over to me, the faster I can get you some terms for that deal. Right now, I'm in one of my properties I actually funded for myself, but I've gone through this process. The reason why you want to use someone who actually is in the space and flipping properties to fund your deals, we can give you good insight. What is a good insight? Let's say your first time, you're like, hey, I put $500 for demo. A seasoned investor like myself is like, no, that's not possible. Demo is probably going to be at least $2,000. Typically, demo can't be more than 10% of your total scope of work. So your scope of work, like 2%. So whatever your budget is, you can't go over that. So typically, you want to make sure you're factoring all the items. I might tell you, hey, did you have a contractor check all your electrical? Did you have a contractor check all your plumbing? Sometimes new investors, we're not looking out for these things, and these are the things that come back to bite you in the butt later. Electrical, plumbing, roof. And this property right now, we didn't do the roof on this one. We thought that we'll be okay and not do it because it looked brand new. But we came to find out they put a new roof but never pulled a permit. So it was my fault that I didn't check the permit was pulled because the roof looked new when I bought it. So what I ended up doing, I had to get a roof permit. So I had to do, you can see the date here, hopefully you can see it. Let me put it on my face so the camera can kind of show it to you. So I had to get a permit, and I had to spend 8 grand to do this roof. Now, the reason why I spent 8 grand because my pricing, I'm able to get this pricing because of my relationships, and I have a contracting company. So I spent 8 grand on the roof to sell this property. But what I'm trying to say, long story short, is to really help you identify your deals and actually make money. You want someone on your side who understands the business, like myself, from fix and flip to ground up construction, to tell you what you need to do, your paperwork, so you can actually do the right things and make money. The blind side things that's gonna hurt you in this business is the things that are unexpected, and it's gonna kill your overall budget. The longer you hold the money, and hard money, the less your margins become. And the longer your money is out and you're paying the interest every month, your profit is diminishing every month. So you wanna do this right the first time so you can make the right profits, so you can actually put money in your pocket and be encouraged to do this again. The whole thing about fix and flip is either to make money, to bring cash flow, or for you to keep the property as a rental. So you might wanna do the bird method. You might wanna fix it and do bird method. But if that's not you, you wanna put the money in your pocket, you need to make sure that you're doing this correct on the first go. You might say, Gene, I wanna buy this property, and I look at my numbers and say, hey, it's too tight. You can go ahead and do it, but you risk not making any money and breaking even, or worse, losing money. So if you're looking to get funded, my name is Gene Garant. I can fund your fix and flip deals throughout the whole state and make sure you get funded and close in 10 days. Now, how do I know this? Because I've done it for myself. I've closed my own deals in 7 days. So I'm inside one of my flips. Let me give you a quick tour of one of my flips so you can kind of see it. I look forward to funding your deals. If you have any questions, feel free. I'm gonna leave some resources for you guys in the comment section, like a calculator, my link to apply for funding if you need it for hard money, be right there, and some other freebies I'll leave below for you. So like and subscribe to the channel if you find value in this type of video. I would greatly appreciate it if you leave me some comments. Smash that like button for me, please. Everybody says that, so I'm gonna say it too. But looking forward to seeing the next video. My name is Gene Garant. I am out.